and then they adjust, and that becomes the norm. Just like the weather patterns. The weather patterns change extremely. Everybody goes, wow, that's weird, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden next year, when it does it again, I hear the people saying, oh, that's normal. One thing that I remember is red tide on South Padre Island, and that was my home for 20 years. And I remember the first year that I experienced it, when we had real trouble there. I lived there for several years prior to this, but nobody said anything to us. Apparently they knew what it was. I guess they probably even saw it coming in, but they didn't say anything to we the people. But everybody was coughing. Our lungs were just, all of us who were smokers thought that we had a turn in our whatever damage was being done to our body as a result of the smoke. And they finally admitted it kept getting worse and worse, and pretty soon people couldn't even breathe. It was, I mean, all of our sinuses, it would hurt your eyes, mucus, any mucous membranes would be painful to be exposed to this red tide, and you would have to wear a filter. By the time it got really bad and people were having to put on filters, when they admitted that there was a case of red tide and suggested people stay out. Fish were dying, were being washed upon the shore, and they were being washed up dead. All kinds of things were happening. That was red tide. And the world's way of dealing with it. All of a sudden, several years later, oh, that's normal. When red tide would come in, now it like comes in every October or something. And it will come in, and it's very disturbing to be around. And everybody says, oh, don't worry, that's normal. Oh, don't worry, that's normal. Okay. I read a title somewhere, I think it was on the internet. Normal scares the shit out of me. Fuck you very much. You are in my thoughts at this time. Normal scares the fuck out of me. But that's good, because fear inside us, fear within us, is what holds us from knowing ourselves. So it's all right. I don't hang out with normal people, by the way. And somehow, impeachment criminals, you're here too. You said to me when I was having a discussion with you about Starjaded, and you said something to the effect that you wanted to expose all fraud. And I want to say the world is a fraud. The world that contains normal people is a fraud. Put it under a microscope and try to find its substance. You won't be able to find it. All you'll be able to find is space, and that space is empty because it was created with nothing but hot air. It was stolen. So I'm wondering what you think of this non-fraud. Because I found that society and civilization, they really encourage fraudulism. They want you to pretend. They want you to be whatever their blind obedience has decided to follow. They don't be it, but they want you to be it. That's normal. Don't worry. That's normal. All right, I won't worry. I'll just walk away from all you normal people. Because from where I stand, you have made an agreement with Satan, and you don't even know it. Because this planet and every living being here, it didn't come with a deed to the property. There was no commandment that said, you must support a very few to the highest of the level. You must poison the world while you're doing it. You must, you must, you must. No, that wasn't here. That was created here in the land of time, which is filled with space. I hope you're all having a good day, and I think I'm going to get on with my day. I have some things to do. And yes, Dolphin Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? I had a spinach sprout come up the other day, and then when I went to check on it later, her bird had eaten it. But I think more will come up. I put screens over it this time. Okay, thank you. Time to get up, kitty cat. I gotta turn the camera off.